The replay analysis 7.27c. This is going to be a game from Lion, Afasia, which is submitted online. We're going to look at a position 5 Lion, and like all replays that we do, we're going to look at from the perspective of the submitter, which is going to be the Lion in this case, first 10-15 minutes. So yeah, right now you're laning in with a Wraith King who's got the Arcana, so he's got some money on his team. You have an Axe and a Phoenix. This is going to be, I believe it's Legend to High Archon, something of that sort. So that's the difference in that. Your itemization, Tangos, Salve, and the Windlace, fine. I'm not so worried about that. And First Blood is given in the top lane. Oh wow, he's really trading for this. Oh, whoa, oh no. The hunger? Oh, why did you turn around? Oh, he turns around because of Fairy Fire. Okay, the rot. Okay, so he gets the Scent kill. That was actually super close. But props to your Axe for making that rotation. But she has to TP back. So just starting off, your mid is going to be like not even in the lane. So that's kind of a... That's worrying because your Storm's going to have a free lane at least to start. Like the last it's starting to rack up. All right, so what are you doing in the beginning? Right? You need to be out here. You need to be zoning. You found the Pudge, fine. And now you need to be careful. I don't think that, like, you saw the fight earlier. What skill did you see? Oh, you got that. Okay. Like, what skill did you see the Pudge do? If he's got the hook level 1, you just need to work around that. The second thing is if it's more of like a rot, you need to make sure that you're not too close so that you don't get caught out. So that, you know, his rot doesn't out damage you and slow you enough where you can't get away. That's something that he can potentially do. But 116 is coming. You're probably looking to pull. I think it's a little late. You might catch the bottom two. The back two, excuse me. Okay. All right. You've proven me wrong. Excellent. And you end up getting the pull through. Or, sorry, you got the first pull. What was Wraith King doing there? You do need to be careful. The Rot and the Orb. That's actually going to do a lot of damage to you. Oh, with the Pango. One man size. Yeah, see, it's really hard to get away from his Rot. Okay, so you salve up, and you are actually faster. He kind of fucked up. Like, his Rot pretty much should have kept you... You know what I mean? Like, he needed to focus more on his positioning in the Rot than his right clicks. Because it, like, stops you, in a way. Yeah, that was a fuck up on him. He actually could have gotten that kill. He definitely should have killed you, especially with that Pango nearby. You got away very, very... It was very close. You're trying to go for another pull through. Fine. So you're doing these single pulls, but I understand that the Pudge was there last time. But best case scenario is a stack pull. Second best is probably the pull through. Okay, but your Wraith King is in now there, but he's gonna have to do the long way. Oh gosh. The slow... Oh, where did Pudge go? What? Why? He had a perfect out. And he decided to turn. He's like, nah, man. I don't want to live. I want to go die in this corner, this alleyway, this deep, dark alleyway. Wow. Why would the Pudge do that? All right, the Penguin should be fine. But okay. All right. I'm questioning life choices from people. I feel like that was very suspect. Okay, but Wraith King really, he's spent a lot of time walking around, not really farming, which is a little worrying. You need to be doing pulls now. And second thing is that you want Hex. Okay, Earth Spike into there. Yeah, I should get away. That's a tough one to get into. Yeah, you need to zone here. But best case scenario is if you can get back. This is a pretty large creep wave. Like, there's nothing you can do here. Like, right now, you should be instantly just be backing and pulling. Stacking. Like, that timing, that 345 or whatever, you should be backing and you should be stacking. There's no... Okay, now you got hooked on a tower. Earth Spike. Okay, you got a 2-man there. That'll keep you alive. Your Earth Spike has been on point. That will serve... But, like, there's nothing here. There's nothing to see here. Like, there's really no zoning. There's no fighting. It's too close to under towers. Again, I don't know if you're new to my channel or anything. I put up a quick tip on priorities of position 4 and 5. I think you should watch that. Because right now you're focusing more on zoning, trying to be aggressive here, when in fact you would help your team more if you were doing more pulling and more, you know, spatial awareness things, and that would help you. Do you get the pull through here? Do you get the pull? Oh, you missed it. I think you missed it. I'm trying to will it. No. So what Wraith King could have done, he could have saved that pull, right? And I'm just going to kind of put it here. What the Wraith King should have done is taken the enemy creeps and put them here, out of range of the creeps here. So that when this pulled through, which is a little late, and he could have done it, he could have saved it. If you put it here, and then those creeps, instead of aggroing onto the dire creeps, they would have aggroed onto the jungle creeps. Okay, well, back to your perspective. Wow, 5 minutes is Pudge, man. Not only is he playing support, but the fact is he's actually not even securing runes. And how many did you get? You literally got all 4? Wow. Wow, that's a complete fail with the dire. Like, it's not game winning if you secure all 4, but it shifts it quite a lot, right? It's a pretty massive bump in terms of net worth. I'm pretty sure that entire, like, shift right here was because of that. So, all right. Ooh, that Earthspike missed. Okay, but you're gonna do a lot of damage. Okay. Actually, like, if you're gonna walk up there, I wonder. I don't know if the stacks or the stuns were stacked properly. Like, I think you could have done a little bit more damage if you know what I mean. Like, your hex is what? How long at this stage? 2.5 seconds. Then you Earthspike on top of that, so that's 3.9 seconds of him not being able to do anything. And then your Wraith King, with his Wraithfire Blast, has a 1.1. So what did I say? 3.9 and then 1.1. So it's 5 seconds of just nothing but you guys just doing damage. That could have happened. Oh, the storm is here. Hang on, let's see what you're doing. What your perspective is. All you need to do is keep your Wraith King alive. He's not 6. Yeah, you're late. Okay. Another thing is that I don't like the fact that you went Ring of Basilius here. Oh, the chick. Oh, it distracted the storm. Okay. Ooh, Quap with a Sonic Wave. Okay, okay. Nice rotation there. And the Pengu should die. Oh, gosh, he's all the way in the corner. You got nothing, though. You got no vision. Quap's gonna scream, but... Oh! Gets it. Okay, okay, okay. That was well played by the Quap. That was good rotation. Secured mid and the offlaner. Ideal. Okay. I think that your build right now is something that you can work on, right? Because of the fact that you're Lion and you have mana drain. So mana, generally speaking, is not an issue, right? If you get it more than level 1 sucks, by the way. But if you get this ability to, you know, the level 4, it does some major mana steal, right? So these items, like the Infused Raindrops, the Ring of Basilius, these 2 items, you don't even need. At this point, and I talked about this in my last replay, is that as a position 5 or 4, the number 1 thing and the most important thing is boots. Brown boots, right? The fact that you get the vision or the speed is that then you can kind of keep yourself at range and people can never really attack onto you because you can see them coming and you can literally run away from them, right? I mean, best case scenarios, I mean, you might get hooked, you might get all these other things or whatever. Oh my God. Why did the Pudge just give up on life? And he bought back, he raged? Okay. Okay, this Pudge is suspect. But again, you don't need all of these items. Like the Basilius and like the Infused Raindrops, that would have been enough probably to give you brown boots. And you need that to kind of help you with your rotations and all that. Stacking, pulling, all of these things. The zoning, like, I don't know if you've seen a good support with tangos and brown boots. But sometimes they could be just infuriating because they always keep that distance where you can never really get onto them. And they're doing all these attacks and damage to you. I don't know if you want to be doing this. What was that? What was that? Like, you're not level 6, mate. Oh, but you're gonna get away. Oh, you're gonna get away. Oh, that was so close. Like, you don't need to earn. Oh gosh. He's got the call. Oh, that Earthspike was so short. Not even just the tip. Not even. All right, brown boots. Okay, okay. Let's go to the guides. This is something that I talked about last time as well. Look at the guides. Generally speaking, the highest rated ones are the ones you should be playing, right? This is the build order you should be going. Okay? And until there's a reason why you need specific items, let's just say you need like a stick early, you're going up against a Bristleback, like that is the reason why you would go a different item and you would go out of this cookie cutter build. But this is a guide where technically 2 million games of Lion have been played, right? Let's not reinvent the wheel here. Let's just kind of stick to what the... Oh, gosh. Oh, no. If you had brown boots, you would have gotten away. Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, that nice arrow there. It catches out the Phoenix. And even with the moonlight, yeah, I'll secure that one for them. But yeah, like the urn isn't going to do you much, right? Like this is not... I don't know what build you're going or what default thing that you're doing, but literally... Oh, crap. I actually clicked into it. Literally just use this build. There's no reason for you not to go yet, okay? Once, you know, you can see the flow and you understand why you need different items, then, like, I'm cool with that. But for now, there's no reason to do this. Just stick with the cookie cutter. All right, nice. Again, you probably could stack that a little bit better. Finger? Why aren't you fingering? Mate, you don't want free damage. Okay. In this situation, you must use your finger. Okay? Because these are the kills that you're getting when you're level 6, where you want to be just compounding the fact that this thing, it does permanent damage. And you gain damage every single time you get a kill out of this. So, it doesn't matter if you kill steal or whatever. These are the times you need to use it. I hope you use it here. And instead you mana drain. Okay, now you get it. Okay, okay. But you should have gotten on the first one and not on the second one, okay? I mean, the draw might have gotten away on that one, but I think that you had enough stacks, basically, if you just stack it properly, especially with that Sun Ray, that the draw wasn't going to get anywhere. But yeah, this is a cooldown that, yes, it sucks, it's so long and whatever, and it takes forever, but almost every 160 seconds, okay, every 160 seconds, you want to be taking a fight. All right, I got to get off your perspective now. Storm is... Okay, nice hex there. You'll save him for now. The Pengo's there. The Wraith King, very, very low. He does die. There's no way he zips out. He's very slow on that. Good rotation, good rotation. I mean, that's best case scenario, right? But you don't need brown boots. You don't have boots. Whoa, what? What? Like, you need to prioritize brown boots. The fact, okay, Lion, his build, in my opinion, and we'll just see Tortes. Hang on, I gotta actually click on you. Player perspective is. The reason why this is good, this brown boots into Tranquils, is because the Tranquils gives you the infinite HP regen if you're not fighting. You don't need to rely on anything else. You don't need to use Urn or whatever. But then you use mana drain to get all your mana problems go away, right? So this is why this build is generally very good. Oh my gosh, the Wraith King has gone on again. You need to save him. Somebody needs to come. The Pango roll out. The Rolling Thunder finds you. The Wraith King does get a Wraith Blessed, and that Storm is completely on him. Again, we're on your perspective. Nobody else's. He does die in the bottom. Storm really wants to have this Wraith King just have a bad game. But man, this axe so slow. Just literally walking up. Oh, but he found him. Quap is now here. Pango swashbuckles away in style. And the Storm? Oh, you found him. He tried to hide. He actually popped he popped the tree. Nice, nice. An axe will Culling Blade him and secure that kill. Quap gets the other one, and he does end up finding the Pango. He goes deep. Alright, so at this point, we're going to speed things up. Because again, anything more than an hour. And technically, my voice might be killed. So, it's going to be a little bit more farming. Let's look at net worth. Quap has been, I feel like she's been making, you know, the most of her rotations. The fact that she's been laning. Oh my gosh, the Wraith. Oh, that hook. Okay. Wraith King. Okay, this is the thing where you need to be super passive when your ult is on cooldown, right? There's really no reason to fight. And plus the fact that, like, you have, like, garbage items right now. You have Blade Mail first. Like, you cannot fight, right? Okay, so it's nighttime here. Storm's trying to bait things out with a high 5. Mirana getting in both runes, don't really care. Quap making another rotation, gets the... Okay, so this is the power spike of the Quap against the Storm. She got Orchid first, and is going to make Storm's life a little bit more difficult, who went more of the Kaya Yules type build. Axe, the egg is really... That was a weird angle. They killed the Pango. The Mirana, yeah, she get burned to death. How can you run from the sun? But yeah, that's going to be an easy peasy, nice little rotation 2 for 2. Although you did die, which kind of sucks for you. Wraith King, though, still going to go with his blade mail things. Phoenix is going to go... Mech? We'll see. Axe finally has Blink, fine. Feel like you probably should have gone a little bit tankier item to help sustain in that lane, especially against a Drow. But Quap is making plays. He's going to get Lincolns up next. Do I agree with Lincolns? Actually, I think BKB might have been better for her. Because Lincolns is like the only one. You got the pull through from, you know, the Storm. You have the cleave from the Pudge. But those are the only, like, single target attacks, so to speak. I don't know if that's really the best item choice for Quap. Okay, she does need some ways to make sure that, like, when she gets up on the Drow, she can blow her up in some way. I think that's ideal. Pudge is just continue to farm. Does have Blink and Phase of all things. Moonlight now being used. Quap gets another cure. Oh, there we go, the cleave. And so as I say that, this is probably why she needed that Lincolns. But yeah, the Storm, Silence as well. The Rolling Thunder is actually very, very late. The Pango does secure. Or no, doesn't get the X. Been silenced. Yeah, this Quap is doing work. Yeah, your Quap is your MVP, man. This is surprising to me because I feel like this game should be over. You know what I mean? Like, this is a good enough of a head start where the Quap can just end games if you just... Oh, God. Arrow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they decided to be like, okay, hey, we've gotten these amazing kills, I've created all this space, we can just 5-man push. But then, if you're looking at it, this Wraith King, really with no items. Like a blade mail, like at this stage, 20-minute blade mail, that's not a good game. But as I say that, she's actually, the Wraith King is actually number 2 in terms of net worth. Quap, Silence. Oh, that was a nice hook. Nope. Not enough. The dagger, and then the egg will just kind of dissuade everything. Mind you, what level egg is that? Oh, it's a level 2 egg. Okay. It's not the worst egg ever. Because the level 1 is like, do I really need to run from this? Okay. But you're moving through. Tactical pause here. Don't care about how good you are at Meepo. Let's speed this up. We ain't got time for pauses. I like it. A pause resume. Pause resume. Alright. Okay, so Mirana's going... Okay. He's gonna go Greaves next. So, like, the straight up... Run! She does have Moonlight if she wanted it. Oh, but... Quap. So that is a potential issue. And this is why... Okay, when you're balling like this, you can't be throwing like that. Because, look at this. 811 gold you just gave to the Drow. And this is how they turned it into an hour-long game. Okay. And this is what happens. Nice fair. We're going to turn that around. Pudge? Yeah, it just dies. Okay. Yeah, you got blown up. You should have ran. It's hard to run from this somewhat ganking lineup. That Storm is hard to get away from. Wraith King just trying to farm. Trying to get what he can. He's going to the Silver Edge of all things. Okay. Like, nobody... Like... That doesn't seem like a good item at all right now. But okay, people are free to choose whatever they want. Again, we'll just so everybody is aware. What should he have gone? Let's go and follow him. Player perspective into the Wraith King. Guides are important, guys. Guides are important. Like, this is actually a good guide. I've played with this one. Like, you can technically go this one or you can go this right. You know, like Lost Lane, Safe Lane. Like, it gives you options, a situational. Like there's really no reason to go Blade Mail, especially this early. Like, that is not a good item. Like, what Wraith King wants, he wants stats and he wants to fight. Like, if he blade mails, he's like, all right, fuck it. I don't want to go for the Wraith King. And plus, he's probably going to be killed last. Like, Wraith King is the type where if he's got his ult up, you don't focus him. You just leave him alone, you kill the rest of his team, and then you find him when, you know, you gang up on him when there's nobody left. Oh my god, is that Storm? Literally? Yules all around. Okay, well, let's go back to free cam. Quap, nice Sonic Wave there. Drow will probably run. Yeah. You need to be careful. Okay, so you got a 2-for-1 so far. And then... yeah. So when he blade mills, just like literally just run away from him, kite him, and then come back to him when you're done. Pengo with the Maelstrom and the Basher. Like, this guy's damage is actually higher than the Wraith King because of the fact that this Wraith King is just like, this is like a really bad build. It's clunky. Like, there are more efficient ways of farming and to get better items, so to speak. Alright, here, Pudge. Just gonna get the hood. Gotta call in. Call me maybe. Kills the Mirana. Okay. Pop, he gets jumped on. The Lincolns does pop the first time. The hook is going to miss, but the Drow is now there, and the axe gets used on up. Should buy time for the Drow, who's going to look to just fight. The egg is there. They're going to focus the egg. No. Oh, they don't get it in time. The Wraith King. Okay, so that was actually a nice hook. Saves the Drow. And he Shadow Blades away, or Silver Edge is away. And then Phoenix has also got an Orchid. Okay, this could be a problem because I feel like who is going to deal with this Drow? Like, who's going to man-fight her? Like, this Wraith King? Like, I feel like you're going to have a hard time trying to get up on her, especially if he's got, you know, a decent amount of sentries around so that he doesn't get jumped on. The axe is there, yes. That is definitely one case. But... our Quap is in the top lane. Is actually stolen the tomb. What a dick. Literally, this Quap is having, like, the best game of everyone. Look at the levels. 23, and she steals the tomb. She's 19, 2, and 2. Mana drain, good. That's one way to do them. Ah! You're gonna get gone up on. Use the trees. Oh, yeah, you got blown up. Okay. One thing that you could have done, instead of forcing yourself this way, you probably could have forced yourself into the trees. Yeah, you would have chopped them down, but it creates a lot of, like, potential alleyways that you could hide yourself in. You just need to get yourself out of line of sight. That's probably the best way to deal with the Storm. Because if he zips in and he goes too far, he doesn't know exactly how far he needs to go. Maybe he runs out of mana. But either way, it could potentially buy time for your teammates to get there and to help you out. Axe is going to be going Crimson first. Jumps right on in. The egg is there. That should stop it. Oh, it stunned the Pengo. Got a silence. Call, finds him again. And the Drow's on the high ground. They're trying to Moonlight, trying to get on out of this. They do find the Silver Edge, or sorry, the Invis Wraith King is going to blow up the Mirana. Good fight for you guys. This should turn into something. Don't run away. Glyph now. Storm's just trying to buy time. Cut the creep waves. Oh, he didn't actually TP out when he was doing this. Oh, that was super dangerous. Super dangerous. Okay. The Drow will kind of force me back. Okay, so... look, this is actually really good itemization. This Quap does not seem like... I think this is a Smurf Quap. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like she definitely knows how to play the hero. Her items have been on point. Sonic Wave is going to miss there because of the Yules. BKB's now been popped. Nice call. Catches at least the Pengo. The egg is on the back. Oh, another hook. Saving him. So this Pudge has actually been on point with his hooks. Finds the axe, the arrow combination, the Sunray, doesn't really matter, the silence. And yeah, that's going to be a 3 for nothing. They're going to look to at least continue on. Bloodthorn's the next big item. Oh, it does have Moonlight. Oh, they're going to look to turn this into a Roche. That's a good call. That's a good call. If you can't get some sort of objective... I mean, best case scenario... Oh. Pudge became a ward. Gets on the Artesia Hill. Got the Aegis on the Drow. And that should be at least T1 top. That should be quick work. And this Drow is starting to get scary, man. Pull back from the Wraith King. He dies at least the first time. He's come back the second time. He's trying to be healed to Pudge, and he's going to die. And that's going to be a rough one. Phoenix is going to go down as well. 3 for nothing. The hook is going to miss on that one. And it's time to run. It's time to run. They should not be diving. They should be taking towers, and they should be focusing on that. Oh, Pudge. Excuse me. Tried to go for the blink-in hook. Misses that, but yeah, he's gonna have to take this tower here. Like, I feel like you're gonna lose this game, right? Like, even with this Quap making plays like this, as I say that, Pudge does something very stupid and tries to go for a solo gank on the Quap. Probably not the person you want to be going up against, but it bought time for the T2 mid to go down. And Wraith King, oh my gosh, pull back. The blade mail doesn't really matter. Dies the first time. Moonlight. Aegis popped. They're looking for the Wraith King, but they don't have any dust. Like, okay, this is a situation where you know that the Wraith King has a silver edge or some, you know, invis. Yet you still went for the opportunity, or you still went for the kill when nobody has dust. Oh, excuse me, Pudge has dust, but it was not in that fight. Mirana doesn't need that dust. It has sentries. BKB is now being used in the Quap. The Sonic Wave at least should kill. Pudge? No. It's fine for now. The Quap getting very low. The Sun Ray is going to actually kill out. Oh, no. Oh, another nice hook. He's really back and forth. Holy crap. Okay, nice finger there. That'll secure that one. Okay. If you see a Quap ever get, like, you know, start doing really well like this, you need ways to shut her down. She should be target number 1. You need to find her. You need to kill her. Obviously, she's got Lincoln. She's got BKB, so she's super defensive in that sense. But I mean, you have to throw all things at her, right? You need to stun her. Like, somebody needs to get Atos. You know, multiple people need to get Atos, in my opinion. And I actually think it's a pretty good item for Pudge. You Atos her, you pop the Lincolns. Hopefully, somebody else can Atos as well. And then you've got her rooted down. Then turns into an arrow, hook, whatever, right? Like, this is the way you need to be thinking. You need to be thinking about, what is that hero that's going to ultimately do, you know, create the most havoc, get up on me, and just destroy me, right? And in the same way, the Storm is kind of like that same hero in that other side, right? Like, the Storm technically can be that agile, you know, ganker. I mean, but this Storm is actually not a good Storm because of the fact that, like, the itemization has been really rough. Like, the Storm needs, like, a Lincoln's, needs, you know, there's so many single target stuns, there's so much magic damage, like, needs BKB, needs all of these defensive items. And this is why, oh, Yules, the Moonlight, but you don't really want to fight into the Axe. Shiva's on the other end. The egg is going to be untouched. No one's going to touch the egg. Okay, the Drow is now going to go in. The Silence up in there. They do end up killing the Pango and the Phoenix as well. The Yule's up one more time on the Storm. Is going to try to zip on away. The Quap is just blinking on forward. Looking to find that Drow who gets silenced. And yeah, he should die here. The Quap, though, gets away. She blinks away. Buybacks are going to be used for the Pudge, who dies back. The Pango is back. The Axe is going to be there. And they do get the secure. Nice little Force Staff. You're trying to keep yourself alive. You do die. The Storm's hard to get away from. Nice call there. And that kills the first time with a Reincarnation. They just want to kill this Axe. Call? Yes, they do. In the end, the Rolling Thunder should be there. They should just disengage. Right? So, again, if we're going to go back to this Blade Mail, if he actually had a damaging item, like, he could have done some work. Right? But instead, like, the Blade Mail is kind of the type who's like, I'm not going to go for the guy anyways. Like, I would just, like, as weird as it sounds, it's like, oh, do I go for the Wraith King or do I go for the Axe? And it's like, in this case, it's like, you know, I'm going to go for the Axe because he's lower. So the Wraith King's like, all right, I have this item that doesn't do anything. It costs like 2,000 gold. Like, it could have turned into something else, right? So stick to the guides, guys. Please learn. Lotus Orb on the Phoenix. I think I said mech before, so that's my bad. Prince's Knife on the Mirana. More farming. More farming. 7k net worth lead here. Yeah. All right, let's speed things up. Yeah, the next big fight probably, we got to zip in on Phoenix. He's got nowhere to go. The arrow's going to miss. Doesn't really matter. Okay, okay. All right. How do you miss that arrow, man? Mirana, you literally have one job. Okay. All right. Smoke here. Oh, you went all in. Okay, hang on. Hang on, I gotta stop this. This is a learning moment. This is a learning moment. All right, why was this bad? All right, now let's reset this. Okay, I think it's this moment, right? You guys are smoked, okay? This is one of those things where 100%, okay, Let me start over. When you guys smoke like this, you have this little buff here. This is the Smoke of Deceit buff, right? With all of the other buffs that you have. Once you're coming here, the Wraith King freaks out because he sees what he sees as the drow. But if you notice, though, the smoke hadn't popped. It hadn't gone away. And the illusion does not actually pop the smoke, right? Where they get revealed. So, you know that this is an illusion. And there's no other hero nearby that can pop your smoke. That's actually a pretty big learning moment, because there's a lot of people that are like in this case, you're going to see what happens, where he thought that this was the real one. And why would she be out that open? Goes for the Wraithfire Blast, pops the Blade Mail, tries the Blink Call, all of this stuff. By the way, the axe actually missed. He actually blinked past it and missed it. Okay? But as a smoke, you do need to be careful. You need to know exactly when things pop. Right? Okay, so that's a learning moment. All right. Okay, so back to the game. And that's, by the way, you do that smoke and it's all for naught, right? And not only do you miss it and everything, but you look stupid and the other team laughs at you. And that's the most demoralizing thing ever. So, okay. Pango here. I don't like... Why do people keep going Enchanted Quiver, like, as a melee? I feel like this is a really wrong item. Zip on through. Axe finds him. Moonlight trying to keep him alive. Nice little sentry there. I saw that. I play support. That's the only reason I saw that. Your other support goes, oh, you could actually go for Roche. I don't know why you're not. This Wraith King. The Quap should not be soloing this. Get in there, Wraith King. Alright, here we go. Mini and Miss You. And Ball of Duty. That's a great name, by the way. Alright, so that should make quick work of this Roshan here. Cheese. Aegis. And yeah, some more pushing. Found the right one. Oh god, Mirana. Good. Kill, 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 kill. Quap finds the Pudge. Just trying to split push. And you're in a really good spot. This should be at least us at a Rax. If not... Okay, I didn't know you glyph. Silenced here. I don't think you need to run. Okay. Oh, you do decide to disengage here. Okay. Like, you had 2 people dead. And you had high ground. And you have Aegis and Cheese. If you're not comfortable going up high ground then, when are you comfortable? Right? Like, you're literally, your entire team was here, pushing as 5. Why did you disengage at that point? Like, that's a gap that your team needs to push. You need to know that, hey, we're kind of strong here. Like, you have your, you know, whatever, your Quap up here literally sieging this tower with the creeps. And if she dies, fine, she's got Aegis. She comes back. There's no reason to run away. Hook misses there. The Lincoln's been popped for the Quap here. She dies. Aegis has now been used. Pudge is going to try to keep himself up. Drow is doing some work in the back end. The Sonic Wave Quap does die in the end, and Axe is now going to go down. So here's the thing, is that you took... Oh, that blink was so bad. Oh, who blinked there? That was not the Phoenix. That looked like a Phoenix blink. Alright, because when they have Pudge and Mirana back, you can't take that fight anymore. You can't go up high ground. Alright, and this is going to look to go back here. Alright, how do you push through? You've got Invis on your Storm. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, Drow just slow sieges. Good, buyback. I don't think you need to be afraid. Like, the Quap and the Wraith King are the ones that you need to be worried about. Man, you fucked up once? Oh gosh, oh gosh. And that's just thrown. That's just thrown. This game is over, no? Where's the Drow going? Where's the Storm going? Just finish the game. Like, pops back and the Wraith King. You probably could have, if everybody, instead of killing the bottom racks like that, like half, you had enough damage to kill the Rancient. The Radiant Ancient. Which is going to be the Rancient. I actually like that. I'm going to stick with that. You could have killed the Rancient at that point. Like, that's definitely... That was definitely within range. Yeah, you might have to pop some BKBs and you would have probably lost some people in the meantime when you're going for that. But the Drow actually had enough damage to finish the game there. Do they lose the game because they don't finish this? Alright, when you have 3 arrows, you're bound to hit with 1, right? But yeah, it's pushing on through here. Storm one more time, catches up the axe all by himself. And yeah, he's dead. You got force, you got drums. Why did you get drums? I think that's a, like, for me, blink, force, glimmer. Okay, and ags I get, because of the fact that you're lying. It works. Oh, he saves it. He saves it, I think. Gotta kill the egg, though. No, he didn't save it. Quap dies. This is no buyback on the Quap. I don't know if she just doesn't have money or what, but this seems like a really bad thing. And the Wraith King just dying again. Yeah, this is game now, right? There's no way. I mean, the Ancient was already exposed. Yeah, GG. All right. So well played. Thank you so much. Lightning, Afasia. I really felt like you should have won this game. Obviously, with a good Quap like that. You know, this is the type where you can start pointing fingers and all that, but as a support, it's more than that, because you can't just mechanically farm and just end up winning the game like that. This is the type of game where you need to herd the sheep. You need to get them on the same page, especially when your Quap is making moves like that. You need to make sure that your Wraith King, who in my opinion is actually probably the reason why you lost this game, because of his itemization. His order was terrible. He had no damage and no real way to fight. Like, with all the space that the Quap had provided, he should have had plenty of space and farm to get some damage items to then become a powerhouse. Like, the fact that he didn't even go BKB, like, with all of this is just straight up control. Like, he BKBs, he's like literally going to survive through all of this. Like, comparing this guy versus the Drow, right? You just look at them one-on-one, right? This is a problem. 9 Finger of Death kills. Yeah, I think, like, you needed more saves. You needed, like, the Glimmer types. You don't need drums. You don't need, you know, Urn. Let your other, like, to be honest, Phoenix is actually a good Urn carrier. So I feel like that's kind of like a lost opportunity there. Like, you needed ways to, like, if your Wraith King gets gone on, your Quap gets gone on, you Glimmer them. You know, you give them a chance to get out. And I feel like, you know, your itemization could have been better to save them. Also, the fact that, you know, the Minotaur Horn probably shouldn't be on you. Like, the fact that the Wraith King didn't even have a BKB, he probably should have had this just to get some sort of spell immunity. Like, he needs something, especially your Quap as well. Like, just another get out of jail free card. Like, she had 2, it was providing, like, it was proving to not be enough. And if she had that Minotaur Horn, she probably could have gotten away a lot more. And then once the team had kind of turned things around, the Dire, the Quap needed to play like a split pusher, cut waves, continue to harass in that sense, and to make sure that she was buying more time for that Wraith King. Like, I know it sucks, the fact that, like, you give him all the, you know what I mean, you gave him what? 53 minutes and he still didn't do enough, but you need to actually give him more time to do this. Second thing is that I think the Phoenix probably should have gone Ags, look for more saves, and to get her, you know, to survive. That's like the biggest thing. So I hope you learned something. Thank you so much for the replay analysis. Afasia, again, please give a like and subscribe on the YouTube. And I do this every single weekday, 1 to 4 plus 8 GMT on my Twitch. Feel free to check in on to me. And I do these things live, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.